I can't even believe this is a real topic. It just broke as I was doing my daily Rumble stream, and I'm going to record a standalone video for it too. Uh, Lizzo, the picture of health, as modern media tells us, the girl that the woman that every girl wants to grow up into, the picture of health, the face of body positivity, is now being sued by not one, not two, but three ex-dancers, female, by the way, who claim they were harassed and forced to perform spicy acts on bananas in a club with Lizzo. Isn't it always the case, friends? Isn't it just always the case that it ends up that these people are just degenerate and terrible? It seems to me that that's just always the case. We'll get into that after a super quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2023. If you don't have a VPN, you're missing out on a ton of benefits. Not just a more secure connection, but if you're paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, or any other streaming service, you're already getting locked out of a ton of additional content that you could be enjoying if you used a VPN. And since they've been sponsoring the channel so long, they've rolled out a massive discount for my viewers. That's right, 84% off plus 4 months free. It's $2.03 a month, 4 months free, 84% off. Private Internet Access also offers privacy on all your devices, lightning fast global server network. And look, outside of all the additional content you're going to be able to view out there using Private Internet Access, it also has a strict no logs policy. It's open source. It has state-of-the-art updates. It's instant to set up. You can put it on all of your devices, your tablet, your computer, your mobile phones. It has unlimited bandwidth and so much more. If you don't have a VPN yet, make today the day. Use my link in the description to get Private Internet Access, start being more secure, and unlock loads more content. Lizzo is sued by ex-dancers Ariana Davis, Krista Williams, and Noel Rodriguez, who claim they were harassed in a spicy manner, and she forced them to perform an act with a banana in a strip club. Lizzo has been sued by three of her former backup dancers who accused the singer of harassment and creating a hostile work environment. The pop star, whose real name is Don't Really Care, faces the legal battle after the dancers claimed she commented on their weight and pressured one of them to touch a performer in a gentleman's club. The plaintiffs, her former dancers, are named in the lawsuit as the following already read. It accused a former singer, which, oh my goodness, she has her arms, okay, I'm not going to say, is accused a former singer of inviting cast members to take turns touching various performers at the gentleman's club. She allegedly encouraged catching, oh my God, toys launched from the performer's junk and eating a banana that was protruding also from the performer's junk. Isn't it always? It's always the degeneracy. It's every single time. This is a role model that Hollywood and that the mainstream media want your little girls to look up to, though. The singer, 35, who's known for gregarious body positivity, but the lawsuit paints her in a much different light. Ron Zambrano, the woman's lawyer, said in the suit and revealed first by NBC News the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly. A hypocrite? A hypocrite? This can't possibly be true. She can't possibly be a hypocrite. That can't be. It can't be. It can't be. A Hollywood role model is a degenerate hypocrite? This can't be. while privately, she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing. Lizzo is not the only named defendant in the case, which was filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court on Tuesday. Her dance captain, Shirlene Quigley, is also facing a slew of accusations. Quigley, according to the lawsuit, shared spicy fantasies and publicly discussed the virginity of one of the plaintiffs while berating those who had had premarital hookups. What? This is not very body positive, and this is not very free the nip liberal. The complaints for all the damages include hostile work environment, harassment, religious harassment, racial harassment, disability discrimination, and failure to prevent or remedy the harassment. Lizzo is specifically accused of disability discrimination, creating a hostile work environment, and harassment and failing to stop said issues. Her touring company, Big Touring Company, is also named as a defendant. Isn't it funny how this seems to always work out like this? Isn't this always how it happens? I've said this before too, like, as soon as she's done being a star, I guarantee you she'll lose 100 pounds. I guarantee you. Because being this size is actually is the only real reason she's famous. There are a lot of people that can sing. These people don't write their own music. They don't do any of this. The only reason this woman is famous is because the mainstream media said obesity is based and cool. And if you dare, go against that, you're phobic. Inside this particular gentleman's club, Lizzo allegedly turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring her to touch one of the other women. Sounds like she was getting off on it to me. Davis refused multiple times while the pop star allegedly chanted louder and louder to encourage her to do the act. Davis eventually did do what she was pressured to doing. Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for bodily autonomy of her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people which she employed. In another instance, plaintiffs claim Lizzo invited the dancers to a club in Paris but failed to mention that it was a birthday suit cabaret bar. This shocked the dancers, who said Lizzo robbed them of the choice not to participate. So she's there in the buff. Get that picture out of your head as quick as possible. Okay. And then she invites other dancers that must also disrobe. All of her dancers seem to be obese. In another instance, Lizzo also allegedly made a claim that the dancers were drinking before performances, which Williams then spoke out about. The pop star allegedly made the group go through an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal. Williams lost her job days after the lawsuit claim. Davis, meanwhile, soiled herself during an intense rehearsal because she was so fearful she'd lose her job, the documents state. She was then handed a see-through outfit with no undergarments to finish the performance, the suit said. Rodriguez complained to a manager about the decision to publicly fire Williams after Lizzo had told the group that she had eyes and ears everywhere. Davis recorded the meeting on April 27th before she claimed she suffers from an eye condition that leaves her disorientated. But as a result, Lizzo held a meeting and had security confiscate the dancers' phones, the lawsuit claimed. Lizzo became furious, hurling expletives at the group, and stated that she was going to go around the room person by person until someone told Lizzo who made the recording. I'm shocked. I thought she was the best ever. Now, do people get targeted with frivolous lawsuits? Sure, and these are only claims, but they certainly are spicy. They certainly are pretty rough. When Davis tried to tell Lizzo and Quigley she meant no harm by recording the meeting, they berated her and Lizzo fired her on the spot. Rodriguez then expressed how she felt disrespected and threatened to resign, to which Lizzo said she was lucky. Well, I don't care about you, I don't care about you getting fired for recording a private meeting. You probably deserve that. But when you're telling your workers to eat fruit out of other women's bodies, and really most hilarious of all, fat shaming your own dancers, I'd say that that's a pretty hilarious hypocrite. Not that anybody watching this video is surprised in even the slightest. But I mean, this is who, kids say to look up to. You're supposed to look up to this person, Hollywood says, and the mainstream media say. Turns out she's just a huge piece of garbage. Which, I mean, who could have possibly foreseen that? Who could have possibly foreseen that Lizzo is a giant piece of garbage? And that it's more about not how fat or thin you are that makes the person you should aspire to be, but how kind they are and who they really are on the inside. It's almost like, the golden rule was long forgotten by our press, which is obsessed with degeneracy.